Next gen Tacoma cues from the new Toyota Tundra. Well, good morning everybody and welcome back to Robmotive. And if you hadn't heard yet, the new Toyota Tundra, the redesigned Toyota Tundra, has been revealed. And that, I think, gives us a lot of cues as to what we can expect with the upcoming redesign of the Toyota Tacoma. Now, nothing to fear yet, because it's going to be 2-3 years before that happens. But we have some insight as to where Toyota is going. So let's run through. First of all, we have to talk about the engine, right? Now we know that the Tundra is going to have a twin turbo V6 and a twin turbo V6 hybrid, followed by an electric version somewhere down the road. And the twin turbo hybrid won't be until later in 2022 either. So for the Toyota Tacoma, I think it's safe to say we can definitely expect some sort of a 4-cylinder turbo. I don't think it's going to be a twin turbo, but at least a 4-cylinder turbo. Then we're going to get a 4-cylinder hybrid as well. I think that's the way Toyota is going, and they've certainly proven that with the full-size Toyota Tundra. No doubt they'll do the same kind of thing with the smaller mid-size Tacoma. Next up, number 2, I don't think there's going to be a manual transmission. I think it is going to go away. I think Toyota is now focusing on fuel economy, electrics, hybrids, and there is no room for a manual transmission in that scenario. So if you're looking to get a manual, I would jump on that soon. Otherwise, you're going to be left with the used market. Number 3, the driver's side grab handle. You know, a big thing that everybody, including me, has complained about. I even went out, got an aftermarket, put it in my Tacoma, which is working out well, pain to install, but it's worked out well after the fact. And I did recently just put in an OEM driver's side grab handle in my 2021 Tundra. But Toyota has listened. They have seen the light. We now have a driver's side grab handle in the new Tundra, and I am certain it will be standard in the next generation Tacoma, if not before the next generation. Number 4, no more Heritage Grille. And the bubble butt is going to make its way to the Toyota Tacoma, what I have affectionately termed it. You know, the grille on the front of the truck, it's going to be gone. What we currently have now, and I have gone back to the OEM, and that is this version. But a lot of people, including me, I have the Heritage or TRD Pro style grille, have switched it out. Just gives a unique kind of look to the truck. I do believe that's going to be gone. I think Toyota is going to carry their new grille theme through, if you will, and we're going to have that same kind of grille or style as to what they've done with the Toyota Tundra. I don't know how I feel about that yet. I see some pictures of it where it's blacked out. It's not so bad. It's kind of growing on me. And it might actually be better, a better look on the Toyota Tacoma than it is on the Tundra, simply because it's smaller. It's not going to be this giant gaping grille on the Tacoma because the front end of the Tacoma is just not as big. So I don't think it'll necessarily be a bad thing, particularly if they allow for the LED light bar in the front, if they include that on some models, and those fog lights down across the bottom. I think that's a pretty good look, and I think it'll actually be pretty darn sharp on the Toyota Tacoma. Number 5, a larger protruding infotainment screen. You know, Toyota's going that way on all of their cars, trucks, everything. They've put the screen in where it kind of protrudes above the dash a little bit, obviously to give a bigger screen. Now, I think that's pretty cool. I like the bigger screens, and I've got to be honest, I kind of dogged it a bit when I first saw those, what I've termed mule Toyota Tundras, the red ones that were released, if you've seen those. But after seeing the reveal from Toyota themselves, it doesn't look too bad. It looks more integrated in the truck. And yes, it does stick up a little bit, but I don't think it's too far that it's going to be obtrusive, that it's going to block your view or anything. But it is going to be a different look. I would still be okay with that to get a bigger screen. Number 6, the center stack area is definitely going to change. Obviously, if they put a bigger screen in there, they're going to have to change some things around. And like they did with the Toyota Tundra, I think our vents are going to change in the front as well. We're not going to have those round vents anymore like we currently have. They're going to be those more, I don't know what you'd call them, rectangle triangles. They're going to be the shape that what we're seeing in the Toyota Tundra now. Again, maybe not so bad in the Toyota Tacoma because they're not going to be as massive as they are in the Tundra. Don't know that I don't like them, just not used to them, I don't think. Now, number 7, the squished Tacoma. That's one thing that I had noticed with the Toyota Tundra. It almost looks like somebody took their foot, put it on the top of the cab, and squished it down a little bit. That made the hood a little bit longer and made the truck, at least aesthetically, look like it sits lower to the ground. That's something that, at least for me, I'm going to have to see in person to see if it really does look that way. I'm not sure. Could just be the whole design of the truck, but it looks kind of stretched out just a little bit with that longer hood, which might just give the illusion that it sits lower. Now, how would that look on the Toyota Tacoma? Just thinking about it now, kind of trying to visualize it, I think that would date the truck a bit. I think it would make it look a little bit older, you know, like it had come more from maybe the 90s, maybe even the 80s. I hope they don't do that. I hope they at least keep the same general footprint as what we have now, because it's a good looking truck. I mean, it isn't the best mid-size selling truck for nothing, right? They've done something right, and I hope that whoever is in charge of designing this acknowledges that and at least maintains the general footprint of what we have right now. Undoubtedly, it is going to change, and I do think in the end, it's going to be a more squished looking Tacoma, really looking more like the smaller brother of the Toyota Tundra. We shall see. So anyway, I do think the next gen Tacoma's cues can be seen from the new Tundra. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Are we going to have a more squished Tundra-like Tacoma in the next generation? I'd be curious to know what you think. Also, real quick, I do have 2 additional channels. Robmotive FST, all about my 2021 Toyota Tundra and my quest for the new redesigned Toyota Tundra. And Robmotive JT, all about my 2020 Jeep Gladiator. Check them out, and if you're interested, please consider subscribing. Don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Stay curious out there. Bye.